Garrett Wilson,
Yes.
Big G. Garrett Wilson, how are you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So for those of you listening in, we are joined by Garrett Wilson. As I've mentioned now, is the new Pennsylvania State Cruiserweight champion. Scored a third-round knockout victory over Anthony Caputo Smith this past weekend in Philadelphia, this past Friday. Ryan Bivens, our regular co-host, was on hand to see the victory. So we're going to talk about Garrett and get his assessment of his performance, what plans for the future, and then how it feels to have the new associated with his name. So, Ryan, I'm going to pass it on over to you.
Hi, Garrett. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. I can't complain.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't catch up with you after the fight because they put on 3 fights right after yours. I guess there was hold up because of the ambulance problem in the beginning. So, go ahead.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, so tell us, how does it feel to, finally get back in the win column? I mean, it's been, 3 years now?
It's been a while. I mean, I have had some fights before. I fought Shabransky, who was about to fight recently, which was in January. But, yeah, it didn't turn out quite as good as I'd hoped. So, I'm trying to just turn everything back around.
Right. I was at the last fight you won against Andres Taylor, 12th round knockout in 2012. That was I think won the Briscoe Award for knockout of the year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this knockout over Caputo Smith at least gets you honorable mention,
Absolutely.
The man with the hands of stone is finally back in the win column. I'm happy for you. I know this is just a stepping stone for you because ultimately, you want to get back in the world title mix.
Absolutely. I mean, I've made it all the way up to the title eliminator. I hope to go back up there and surpass that and become a world champion.
Fighting at cruiserweight again, do you feel like this is the comfortable weight class for you?
Cruiserweight is absolutely the most comfortable weight class for me. I'm not going to say there's not a lot of competition in the cruiserweight division, but majority of the competition in the cruiserweight division is overseas, which is fine. But I was earlier on, I was trying to different weight classes to see how I would feel in those different weight classes. But absolutely, cruiserweight is definitely the easiest for me to maintain as well as compete in.
Good, solid. Well, has anybody approached you for any other fights yet?
Not yet. I mean, hopefully we'll work with King's Promotion to further my career in the cruiserweight division and take this state title to national titles to, like I said, possibly a world title.
I have a quick question to piggyback on what you said about most of the talent in the cruiserweight division being overseas. With the fluctuations we've seen in a lot of fighters with their weights in recent years and the weight being such an area of controversy, why do you think that so few Americans compete in cruiserweight? Why is the majority of the competition overseas?
I think it's just the fact that it's just a bigger fan base for the division over there. And also I think that a lot of the American cruiserweights a lot of them, not all of them, there are a lot of American cruiserweights who are just like out of shape, light heavyweights.
Mm. Without not trying to cast any shade or anything, what do you think of Roy Jones' recent assertions that he wants to be the cruiserweight champ, trying to score a fight against Marco Huck?
Roy Jones' heyday is, from as far as I'm concerned, Roy Jones' heyday is over. I think that I should be the next cruiserweight champion. I'm planning on unifying the division eventually.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Ryan.
Um, well, okay. Speaking of the cruiserweight champions, I guess who you got? Marco Huck, Juan Pablo Hernandez, Dennis Lebedev, and Gregory. How you pronounce his last name? Drozd. Not sure, but who would you rate as the best of them?
Say again?
I said, who would you rate as the best of that crop of 4 world champions? Huck has WBO, Hernandez has the IBF, Drozd has WBC, and Lebedev has WBA.
I would have to say Huck.
Would you say that because he's had like the longest consecutive cruiserweight title defenses?
Yeah, I would say that. That means, Huck skill-wise, to me, is the best skill out of all the champions.
Do you recall watching the fight between Huck and Lebedev?
No, I never actually saw that one.
Oh, okay. A lot of people thought Huck got a gift, but okay, that's your opinion. I know Huck is definitely the action fighter of the group. Lebedev is too, but Huck is less about power, just more about activity. If the knockout comes because of power, so be it. But he's just constantly he's like a bull, like the guy you just fought, Caputo Smith. Which is interesting, because you fought a guy, who calls himself the bull, kind of fights like a bull. You had to play Matador in the beginning. So talk us through that fight.
Well, for the most part, I knew that he was going to be coming. I knew he was going to be coming with consistent punching. I know that he's strong. His record proves that he's strong. So I wouldn't say Matador. I would say that I was more along the lines of trying to play stronger or skilled bull, like or try to be more of a skilled bull. You know what I mean? Like try to beat him to the punch for certain shots. Try to slip away from a lot of his punches with my own punching coming towards him. I wouldn't say Matador. I'd say, try to fight for like the alpha male type of position. If you
with your recent win, have you mapped out a plan that will take you to that title shot you were seeking?
Not just yet. Me and my management is working with trying to find promotion and we'll work out all the details from that point on. Right now, what you're working on, getting promotion in our grasp.
Who is your current promoter, Garrett?
At the moment, we're not promoted by anybody, but we're working towards getting under King's promotion.
Oh, okay. Excellent. I think we lost Ryan on the sound. Let's see if we can pick him up again. Ryan?
Hello?
I'm sorry. Hang on the line. Who am I? You're on with the Ruckus Crew. We are talking to Garrett Wilson, the new Pennsylvania State Cruiserweight Champion. Do you have questions for him? Hello, Philly, 215-729. Okay, well, Garrett, Philly loves you, but they don't love to talk. They don't like to talk on the phone because I keep seeing all these 215s popping up on the switchboard, but they're not answering. So how was your grade? While we're waiting for Ryan to rejoin us, talk to us a little bit about your performance. What grade would you give yourself looking back at the performance if you've had a chance to rewatch it?
I would grade myself a B plus. I've I was trying my best to do what my coach told me. You know what I mean? Use my jab. My slipping was pretty good. You know, I didn't really have too much of an opportunity to exploit all my talents, but from what I did, I give myself a B plus.
Ryan mentioned that the third round knockout came by way of an uppercut. Would you say that your uppercut is your best punch, or what is the best tool in your arsenal if it's not the uppercut?
Well, no, actually, I've learned from my last fight that uppercut is one of the punches that I got hit by, and I decided I wanted to try it out for myself. My best punch, I got to say, is either my jab or my overhand right.
Overhand right. If you could, just looking at the landscape right now of just the fighters that are kind of hovering around cruiserweight, if you look at light heavyweight and you look at heavyweight, and you could go in either direction and pull an opponent out of either of those divisions and bring them to cruiserweight, who would you want to fight?
Sheesh. That's a good question. If I could bring the Klitschko down to cruiserweight, I would love to fight him, but that's not likely going to happen.
No, he's on the way out. But hey, nothing wrong with a fantasy matchup. You know, you just get you a big guy in there to spar with you, and you could live the match out in your head. I think Ryan
right.
is back with us. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm finally back. I don't know, the other phone I called with was dying on me for some reason. Anyways, congratulations, Garrett. I'm happy to finally see you, in your winning ways again, and I know you'll go on to get another big opportunity.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.
Garrett,
right,
for those who
one.
are listening who want to keep up with you and with your career, where can they follow you on social media, and so they can keep track of you and cheer you on?
On Facebook, my name is Garrett Wilson GQ. On Instagram, it's Garrett_Wilson_GQ. And on Twitter, it's G_Warrior.
All right. Excellent. Good luck to you. Congratulations on your new win, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.